Okay. Okay, so we're going to the Chumash of the day. Today is Wednesday, which is the fourth part of the portion of portion of Utkas. Okay, we continue right after the story. Yesterday was the story of the hitting of the stone. Right after that story, verse 14, we're holding chapter 20, verse 14. Vayishlach Moshe malachim mikodesh, and Moshe Rabbeinu sent messengers. Mikodesh el melech Edom. He sent messengers to the king of Edom, and he told him, "Koi Omar Achicha Yisrael, this is what your brother, the Jewish people, are asking. You know all that has happened to us." Rashi says, why did he see if it mentioned brotherly love? Or you see all the love that has been done to us. He told them, we are the same. We all have our father Abraham, to whom you said to him, your descendants will be strangers in a land that's not theirs. And both of us are responsible for fulfilling that obligation. That we should ultimately, you should help us bring the Jewish people to the land of Israel. Therefore, your father parted from our father. This is light. Story of light. He said, we're brothers. The story of Moshe Rabbeinu is reminding them about light, when light separated himself from Abraham. Your father parted from our father. As it says, he went to the land because of Jacob, his brother. It's Esav. This is Esav, right? Sorry. Wrong person. Apologize. Esav is the father of Edom. Take it back. Esav. And because of the debt which is imposed upon them, and he cast into Jacob, and so we went away from each other, and Abraham made this obligation, and Jacob ultimately, Yitzchak, gave the land to us, and therefore we each need to take our part. You have Edom, the fields of Edom, and we're going to Eretz Canaan, the land of Canaan. Our father Jacob went down to Egypt. And we sojourned in Egypt for a long time. And the Egyptians were not good to us and our fathers and our parents. So Rashi said, we endured great hardships in Egypt. From here we learn that Israel is afflicted with the punishment of patriarch grieving the great. Powerful Rashi. Rashi says, why was so bad for the patriarchs? Because when the Jewish people were in pain, the patriarchs were in pain. We cried out to God, and God heard our voice. And he sent us an angel. He took us out of Egypt. And now we are here. We are in Kadesh. We're right near Canaan. The city, the edge of your border. She said, God heard the blessings of our father Isaac, gave to us. This is the voice of Jacob. When we cry out, we are answered. The voice of Jacob. Malach, who is the angel? The Moshe. This Malach is Moshe Rabbeinu. The Malach is Moshe. Mikan Shenavim. From here we learn that the prophets are called angels, as it says in the book of prophecy. They used to mock in the angels of God. Verse 17. Let us pass through your land. We're not interested in the land of Edom. We are going to the land of Canaan, but we have to go through you. It makes it easier Let us pass through the land of Edom. Will not pass through fields or vineyards. We're not going to touch your well water. We'll go, so to say, to the king's way, to the main highway. We won't turn to the right or to the left. Until we pass your territory. Shirach says you have no right to contest the inheritance of the land of Israel. What do you have to do with the land of Israel? You gave it away. Your father Esav gave it away. Since you did not pay the debt, help us a little and let us pass through your land. You should have said waters of the cisterns. However, Moshe said, though we have manna to eat and a well from which to drink, we don't need your water, we don't need your food. We will drink from it. We'll not drink from it. We'll buy food. We'll make money. There'll be millions of people passing by. They're going to need to have food. They're going to need to have water. They have water, but they're not going to use that water. They're going to buy for new water. So you're going to benefit. But here we learn that even if a guest has his own provisions, he should buy from the shopkeeper and to benefit his host. Comes to a place, you should buy from the place. Support the place you're coming to. We will muzzle our animals, so we should not even eat from the fields. Edom told him, "Loi saver pi, you will not going to pass through me. At least I go out towards you with a sword." The Rash says you pride yourself with the voice of your fathers bequest you, and declare we cried out to the Lord and he heard our voice, but we will go against you with what our father gave to us, and that is the sword. You live by the sword. The children people said to them, we'll keep to the highway, it wasn't bother you. We'll drink from your water. Us and our cattle, and we'll pay for it. Let's only pass through you. So I said, there's nothing harm to you. There's only gain. Why would you do something? Probably they couldn't conquer the land, because God says you can't conquer the land of Edom. He said, no, don't go. You're not going to go through me. And the Edom came out towards them with a strong arm. So that's it. With his grandfather's promise, the hands are the hands of Esav. And Edom refused to allow the Jewish people to cross through its territory. And the Jews turned around away from them. So they had no choice but to turn away. That completes the Chumash of the day. We now go to the Tanya of the day. We're ending the second part of the Tanya today, the part of Shara Yichud Ve'emunah. We're holding the 12th chapter, the last part of this book, this part of Tanya, and we're holding the 12th chapter. Alter Rebbe is talking about oisius, the aspect of words and letters, which we started off to Tanya. We started off this whole concept that the Eibishter created the world by Sodom and Moris. God created the world through 10 utterances. And Chassidus explains that Kabbalah explains that the Eibishter created the world through the words of the Torah, to the words and the letters of the Torah. The Alter Rebbe says, "Kihein ein derech mashal," for they, the substitutes of letters, in the way of an illustration. They resemble the light that shines upon the earth at night from the moon, and the moonlight is from the sun. So the sun is like the sun gives a ray to the moon, and then the moon at night gives its ray to the world. So at night, the light which is upon the earth is a light reflected from the light of the sun. So it's a double reflection. A reflection from the sun to the moon, and then ultimately from the moon to the sun. It doesn't, so in essence, it ultimately comes from the sun, but it goes through the moon, so to say. So too, that's the concept of the substitute of words. You have a reflection within the word, then a reflection from the different way to construct the word, a reflection from a gematria, a numerical value of the word. So it's a reflection from a reflection from a reflection. So exactly analogy speaking, the letters comprising the utterance are aggregated flow of the life force and the light and the power that issues from the attributes of the Holy One. Blessed be. They're like a offshoot, so to say, a ray within a ray. To create the worlds from nothingness and to give them life. And to give and sustain it as long as His blessed will wants to sustain the world. This general amshacha, the flow from this light, this radiance, from the light themselves. Hey, Ravaya, God caused it's similar to this cell, and it's all created, it's offshoots, created by and the shine, the order that came from it. Shein Tuldus from Shachas Ermaisis. These are the birth, also told us of the birth, the children, and the effluence of the light from the letters of God. They're these. The reversions and offshoots are the substitution of the letters and their transpositions in which He created the particular creatures of each world. So again, if you would know the letters of the Torah, again, that's why it's so. I always say this, but you look at the Bend of Tillim, it says, "I say the Tillim with I ask God when I say Tillim that the God should take my Tillim as if David HaMelech said the Tillim, because when David HaMelech said Tillim, he had in mind all these concepts, the way to bring down God through these letters, to bring down the Eid of the Eibush through these letters, and through the multiple mixing of these letters, and the meaning behind these letters, and these words, etc., etc. I don't really know why did we specifically use these letters and these words, and what's the secret meanings behind these words. Likewise, God projected the light for the letters in a manner, and it caused a radiance of a radiance to issue forth and to descend from the diffusion of the light of the letters. Likewise, He further caused the radiance of the radiance to issue forth to descend to the lowest level in the chain of descent. This is the concept of the stalshus, the descent of the light to the world. Until it completely created, even ultimately inanimate objects like earth and stones. Same Evan v'Afar, and their names Evan and Afar. The names each of objects, life force, as mentioned in chapter 1, are substitutions of substitutions and transmutations of transmutation, as mentioned above. And in Islam, Helek Sheni Be'ez Hashem, we have now completed the second part of the Tanya, which is called Shara Yichad Be'emunah. Be'ez Hashem Yizbara V'Yisale, may He be blessed and exalted. That completes the second part of the Tanya, Shara Yichad Be'emunah. And tomorrow in Meitz Hashem, we start the third part of Tanya, which is the Geras HaKodesh, the letters of the Alter Rebbe, tomorrow, it's Geras HaTshuva. Is again the letters of Tshuva, the concept of Tshuva, the aspect of repentance in Kabbalistic teachings. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow to come and learn a whole new concept, third chapter in the Tanya.
I can hardly wait, Rabbi.
Oh, I can't hardly wait either. Today is the 6th day of the month, in the month of Tammuz. And the Tillim of the day is chapter 35, 36, and 37, and 38. 35 to 38, and you would have done the chitas of the day. I wish you all a wonderful, beautiful, happy, and healthy, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.